start a life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk.
And the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Prescott now on second down. And that is incomplete here. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, it makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Here's Rudolph. Flush to his right. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Mason Rudolph, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Go to 54, go to 46, 46.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's going to rifle, looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. Oh, now he bowls him over, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Leopard.
On first down, it's Rudolph. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Bell, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. On second down, here's Rudolph. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
It got his man complete, and he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards.
We go 47. 46.
First down, Prescott. Throwing left side here, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Prescott to throw it, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and long, it's Rudolph. This is Bell on the dump-off. And a juke this time. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Leopard! Leopard!
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Now Rudolph on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Here's Rudolph. That's caught at the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald from a yard out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Prescott is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Airing it out for Hearns. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Here comes a first down throw for Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Austin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let you.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Leopard. Leopard.
Rudolph on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Leopard.
Here's Rudolph now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now it's Rudolph. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself...
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. It's Austin. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Play action. It's Rudolph. Sean Lee coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here.
And he can't find room to run. Bell's going to go down, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually...
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we have, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. On first down, Rudolph. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 32 that time. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done differently.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Prescott on first down. He'll rifle this one deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a good game. A gain of 32 that time.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Prescott now from the 50. Being chased out left. Incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On third down, it's Prescott. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Prescott to throw on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch it here, Barney. Barney.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long, it's Rudolph. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Austin. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Leopard! Leopard! No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now Rudolph. Over the middle here to Brown. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
I done seen the best of it.